Hello, hello. We are going to talk about the energy that July is bringing, and we're going to talk about solar flares and what they're doing to us and how to navigate this crazy ass energy. We are also going to do a card energy pull. So I'm going to connect in and we're going to do some energy reads on what's going on, maybe answer a couple questions. Let's see how it goes. So when you show up, let me know that you're here. Give me some love. And where are you from? I love seeing how scattered we are across this crazy, crazy beautiful planet, flat Earth planet, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't know. But well, I'm waiting because I'm just going to wait till a couple people show up and we're going to dive into, hi, Laurie. We're going to dive into some crazy things. But I thought I would just share. So I ordered this thing. I'm not going to show it because it's not a sponsored thing. I ordered this box. This box that I get every month. That's like a thanks, what's up? So it's a whole okay, so I'm getting married. Never in a million years did I think that I would ever get married again, nor cohabitate with someone, and here I am, and I'm getting married. So once a month I get this box that has a bunch of stuff in it that's for I'm trying not to show it, that's for upcoming brides, because I'm trying to indulge in the energy I'm trying to make this an experience. Been married twice. We don't want to go into, hey Rick, we don't want to go into that crazy ass story. But I've been married twice, and neither one of those did I get an actual wedding. My second, get this, ready for a little story time before I jump into the juicy stuff? Just waiting for more people to show up. My second marriage, one of his parents was very terminally ill. It was super sad, actually. And it was a request that we got married, and I had no intention of marrying this man whatsoever. So here we are. We're like, okay, dying wish. That's awesome. And the entire wedding was the celebration of life for this person who was terminally ill instead of an actual wedding. It was the most depressing thing I've ever experienced in my life. It was horrific. Plus, his parents hated me. So there was that. So now I'm doing this. I am pampering my damn self and enjoying the energy of it. Look at all my loves. Let's see what we got. Oh, a little treat for your dancing feet. I think I got shoes, you guys. Such a waste of money. Why do we do this shit? Oh, look. Little dancing ballerinas. That's adorbs. I get way too excited about this. It makes me all in my girly stuff. I believe this is a garterelle. That's super exciting and tacky all at the same time. Oh my God, there's so many things. A sleeping mask. I love these things. Does anybody else wear? Thanks. I actually did my hair today. Does anybody else wear a sleeping mask when this one's white, so it just means I'm gonna have makeup all over it. Oh, it fits though. That's nice. I like that. Okay, there's that. Just throw it all over there. Heel protectors. Thank you cards. I don't anticipate any gifts. This is very exciting. I love things. Oh, it's a just married thing for the back of your car. I'm going to make it into a... Okay, that was fun. That's over. Let's get into the good stuff now that I see you're all here. Right? Sleeping masks. You decided on your hairstyle for a wedding. I did, actually. Not what's happening right now, though. I still have a few months. So hopefully it'll be grown by then. Down to here-ish. And I'm just going to do loose curls with the side braid thingy and then some rose quartz and stuff stuffed in there. I'm getting a puppy. I love puppies. I want another one. And Corey's like, no, we have 5 animals. I definitely want another one. There should be a puppy box. Get a mom to be box. These are friggin' amazing. Oh, just a nice little treat, right? And it's all about vibration. So, I definitely had some with getting married again. It's super some fears popped up, obviously. And I was a little stressing about it. And I was like, I can't believe I'm actually doing this. Do we actually have to? Do we have to do a legal marriage? Can we just do and it scaredy cat over here. And then I realized I just had some fears based on what I've been through because it has been a shit show. My whole life has been a shit show, but here we are. And now This man loves me so much. Like, oh, and he's so excited about the wedding. And we're like having many conversations about the song to walk, like when you're done and you go back up the aisle. And he wants Shawn Mendes. Um, my husband is such a girl. Shawn Mendes. Oh, I don't even remember the name of the song. That's how much of a not girl I am. So anyways, we're like enjoying the experience and I'm trying to lift the vibration with it. So I've been ordering these boxes, super fucking cute. And getting like all this bride stuff and like, and then my bachelorette party's coming up in September and I'm gonna wear like I'm going for it. I'm gonna wear white. Ew. But I'm gonna. And like the sash that says bride, and I've got like a fake veil thing that goes in my hair. Mm, I'm going all in because it's energy and I'm celebrating and it's very exciting for me. So here we are. Okay, let's talk about July. Oh my God. And we're going to talk about solar flares and all that shit. So let's get into it, shall we? I have recorded the July monthly forecast. I'm so happy and excited about this. So it used to be a membership and it is not anymore. So I have an incredible content team that helps me. Leah, who usually shows up on these, Nikki, Zoe, like I've got a beautiful team so what we're doing is we're taking like the weekly forecast and breaking it into days. So it'll be on TikTok. It'll be like a 40-second video of like, this is what you're doing today. It'll be posted the night before, so that you can go into the day knowing what not to do and what to do with the energy because the energy is off the fucking charts. And then the monthly forecast is going to be up on YouTube. So make sure that you subscribe to YouTube, Diamond Know. And that is going to be up very, 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 very soon. Recorded the whole thing. And my jaw was like the whole time. Oh, it's so good. Like, it's good. It's good. Like, we're going to like it. How did we love June though? Like, like, do you guys ever remember those salt and pepper shakers? Okay, this is really aging myself, but back in the day, please, 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 someone else. There was salt and pepper shakers that when you would do that, it would go like it literally would like do that. That didn't look like a good gesture. But I want your content team. Put them in the email too. I miss them. Ah. June was a hot mess, right? June. Shit. It was shit. It was I hated it. Hate is a strong word. Didn't hate it. I was just like, wow, this could be over now, but it did go really fast. So super heavy. It flew by for me. Insane self-awareness. Let me tell you, insane self-awareness. And I had this, like, I shared it with the Starseed group last night that we did, like this massive, like transition that happened. And July is not going to fall short for that. That's for sure. We have so many retrogrades, but I'll save that. You guys can watch it. I don't even know. I think it's like 40 minutes. I'm not sure. So I'll spare you the details here, but it's going to be powerful. And we are going to be experience a lot of flux throughout the month. So every week seems to go like, oop, and then we cross this bridge and then we go, oh, okay, okay, okay. And then Monday hits and we're like, and then there's this bridge energy. And then we go, okay, 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 like all week long. And June is about get it done. Get it done, get it done, get it done. Show up, let the world see you. Here you are, specifically with divine purpose, specifically with love and financial flow, really being shown to you, and how to arrive in that. So the whole forecast is laid out in supporting you in arriving in your highest timeline to receive more of those incredible things. And it is unbelievably wild. But here's the cool part that I really want to talk about. So with the solar flares, because there's a lot of them, right? I put one fucking stupid TikTok up the other day that Leah does all of my stuff for me. And I put one that I made where I was like, like feeling so good after a discovery thing. And I was like really jazzed. And everybody got in my comments with like, there's human resonance. And I was like, stop, go away. I referred to it last night in the Starseed group because I'm kind of spicy. I was like, shut your fucking 4D mouth. I don't care. Like, shut your 4D mouth and go. Like, no, thank you. Take it away. But July specifically is about arriving and anchoring into a deeper sense of fifth dimensional consciousness or beyond. It is designed. It is energetically designed for us the same way June was, for us to anchor into the next dimensional consciousness. Now, I know that when there's shorts on this and the short goes out, and people are going to be like, but I'm in 13D and I'm in 7D. And no, you're not if you're advertising it. Nobody cares. So I did do on the Ascension video on Tuesday. I shared some slides from the upcoming retreat that I'm doing in July with the dimensional consciousness breakdown. So you can see for yourself where you are, or you can be in what's it called? Denial. You can be in denial and be like, no, yay me, thankful, grateful, blessed, poof, everything's awesome. Or you can change your fucking life. So there's that. So July is a specific energy of bridging us up and up and up and up all month long, ascending. And with that, yeah, it's a little uncomfortable. It can be. With that, is there ascension symptoms? Sure is. So great. With that, is there self awareness where we're like, oh, that's what's wrong? Yep, sure is. But I've designed with my, like, I've been channeling guides for a really long time. So knowing this, and I didn't put it all together until I did the recording, in a meditation a long time ago, I've been getting all these downloads on, hi Nita, on this retreat that I've been wanting to bring forward to the world. And so it is a deeper lesson so I have a program called Fully Awaken and Ascend that teaches Power 369, quantum entanglement, all that stuff in a really simplistic way. So it is that on steroids. And I've been writing this for a long time. It will be my second book at some point, which is super exciting. But for now, it's going to be a retreat. And what's crazy to me is I've been working on it and working on it and working on it. And that I was sitting there and my guides were like, not yet, not yet, not yet. And then in June, they were like, July, teach it in July. And I was like, oh, I wanted to take July off. Like, it's fucking summer. There's margaritas to be drank. Like, I don't want to teach in July. And they were like, in July. And I was like, no. And they were like, yes. And then this little battle happened and they were like, fucking do it. And I was like, I'll do it. And so I threw it out there. And then when I was recording the July forecast, now I know why. Because July is such a strong ascension month. And so we're going to be going through the ringer if you do it right, it's going to be amazing. And if you don't, well, sucks to be you. And that's the outcome. Like, people are either going to be like, oh my God, this is amazing. Really, truly creating the outcome, their realities, right? Like the way my students and I do, like, we are full creators of our experience. There isn't a lot of shit. There's just some ascension shit that you're like, oh, that was fun. But the moment that you pause and you understand what's happening, you see what's desiring to be transformed within your experience, and then you change it, and then all of a sudden the whole thing changes and you're back into freedom again, and it's fucking phenomenal. That is July. So I really desire and ache for you to use the energy to your favor and not ignore what's happening. So follow the solar flares, right? Pay attention to that, not the fluffy, like, people who are out there and being like stupid about it. We'll just sum it up with that. But the people who are actually just showing the science behind it. I follow a dude named the Suspicious Observers. And he's just science, and it's 3 minutes every single morning. He's like, this is what's going on, brace yourself, cool beans. And that gives me an indicator of when I need to prepare my energy for it. So the solar flares do shake us up. Are you feeling them? Are we feeling the solar flares? What are you feeling? Like, let's not have a whole pity party, but let's be really honest. Like, what are you feeling? I'm getting, well, I was going through a whole series of deja vu moments, which now I understand is part of the light body code activation, which will all be in the retreat. Ringing of the ears, super amazing. Aisha, I am so sorry for my mistake, darling. Hello, I love you. I miss your face. Oh, I felt so bad. Okay, back to the point. Foot cramps, foot and calf cramps. My legs are like rocks right now of just like, we don't know how to stretch. Fluxes of, I'm wearing a heavy blanket, a wet, emotional, I bawled my eyes out yesterday. I don't cry. Ugly cried, face totally contorted, ugly, like the I did that for like an hour yesterday. It was super great. So that was fun. This like ache all month to cry, went through that. Feeling weird today. Yeah, right. Foot cramps. Okay. Not, yeah, this is a thing. Yeah, heavy and floating at the same time. Like, off in the clouds. I have these little, glowing dots. So, like, a doctor would be like, "You're having a migraine," and there'll be some people in the comments that are like, "You're dealing with headaches and migraines." But no, like, legit, there's, like, these little floating sparkles in my eyes endlessly, like, in my periphery all of the time, and then I look and they shift, and it's like, that's been going on. I pulled out a cat video. Oh, Vanessa. Oh, sore throats. So many people, Bex. There is a whole ton of you that have like swollen glands, blocked up lymphatic system, achy throat, sore throat, scratchy throat, internal like nose drip, like postnasal nose drip. That's going on as well. Crazy ass headaches, emotionally triggered. You guys are feeling it. Silverfish in my sight. Weird. The moon is in conjunction with Saturn today and in Pisces, like all the things. We have some weird retrogrades happening too. July, we've got, let me actually, is this the right one? No, hold on. I have a whole calendar in my stack of things that you should see my desk right now. Girl is messy as fuck. There it is. Found it. Chest is really heavy. Um, Skin agitations. Like I got a zit right here. Why though? Why? And it doesn't want to go away. It's like, I'm here to stay. There's all kinds of weird things happening. We've got for retrogrades. So the beginning of May through to October, Pluto went into retrograde, which is all about pulling back and becoming the observer. We had Saturn go into retrograde June 29th, which isn't yet. Today's the 27th, 2 days. Saturn goes into retrograde all the way till the middle of November. And this is about a better understanding of self if you use it right, but it's deep introspective. It's deep self-reflection, seeing your reflection in the world around you. Pay attention because everything is a reflection of you, but it's going to be on steroids. It's going to be amazing. And then July 2nd, we have Neptune going into retrograde, which is a whole other deeper layer of self-awareness. So the whole theme for the summer, whole body shaking. Okay, someone else was feeling this too, Michelle. I actually had someone be like, my body's vibrating. Um, a band of tightness at the bottom of my rib cage. Crazy. I've got it in my head. Like I feel like there's like, those like Egyptian crowns that were like cool and they were gold, like leaves or whatever, and they're like boom, on their head. Like I feel like I have one of those on my head and it's too tight. Um, so I have that. Um, so with all of the retrogrades, this whole summer is about get so clear on what you are creating through your vibration. Your vibration comes from your subconscious belief structure. It creates an emotion, that creates a frequency, that creates your perception and your outcome. Those are the 5 steps of creation that I teach in the upcoming retreat, as well as all the other stuff I do. So we've got this opportunity, is what it is. It's easy to go into default, right? It's easy to be like, this is hard. This is heavy. I don't feel happy. I'm not thriving. Why is it taking so long? What is wrong with me? Shame is really surfacing for a lot of people. Um, Cringy memories are surfacing, and we're looking, it's easy to go into that low vibrational story of like, poor me, right? And you're gonna in moments. I'm gonna in moments. I did yesterday. Like, fuck, man, I don't rate it. I was like, it's because the cat litter. I'm kidding, not really. For those of you that have been here a little while, you know what that means. Um, but no, I went into like, I'm not being supported and da, 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 da. And then all of a sudden I was like, no, wait, what's really going on? And I shared that last night in the Galactic group. It was really transformative for me. Animals and insects have been approaching me almost every day. They're loving your vibes. They're probably trying to talk to you as well. Feel about to ball a week and sparkles around my eyes. Yeah, right. So we're all feeling really similar things. It's nice to know that we're in this together, right? I'm not alone and I'm not crazy. Um, but yeah, so what I really ache for, I do. It's an ache in my heart. This whole world that I'm living in and this purpose that I am in right now is to I ache for humanity to move into unity, right? Like so much. And we're on our way, but it has to start from within. And so the whole vibe of the summer, but July, we're finishing up this gateway. So it opened up in May. June, July is all about understanding what you are creating based on what you truly believe and not pointing fingers at the people, places, things for making you feel that way. No one can make you feel, you guys know this, no one can make you feel anything other than what you choose to perceive and feel with it. And this is an opportunity for us to ascend to a very, very beautiful place in our process, in our journey, in our ascension process, right? So it's time. So get your journals ready. Pay attention to everything that is coming. The solar flares are going to shake you up. Everything that's happening is orchestrated in a divine plan. Believe it or not, global warming. Okay. So there's that. It is orchestrated in the whole journey of everything moving through the ascension process or the evolutionary process or whatever you want to call this. 4Ds all over the like awakening process, but you're you're awake. You're just functioning differently. So really get into paying attention to what your reflection is making you feel in the world and not projecting, not pointing fingers at the people, places, things around you or at media or whatever the hell is about to happen. We are going to see a little bit of shakeup with the media. There is some stuff coming down the pipeline. I'm not going to bring that here because I will get flagged. But there is some stuff coming down the pipeline in July that will be like, pardon. Hopefully we move through it with a lot of ease, but we'll see. With the solar flares that are coming up, they are directly impacting the electromagnetic field of everything. And Gaia has anchored herself fully in fifth dimensional consciousness and is moving towards sixth dimensional consciousness. So what does this actually mean and why does it matter, right? So dimensional consciousness, 5D dimensional consciousness is a state of being, a state of vibration, a state of perception. It's how you perceive your world and experience your world. There is no splitting of worlds. That's a total lie. There's like fucking this one channeler channels Palladian energy was like, oh, people, like I'm walking down the street and people are like all of a sudden disappearing and they're just gone in the flash of everything. And I'm like, you are capitalizing on fear right now and you are full of shit. There is no dimension where people disappear. Can we teleport? Can we astral project? Yes, but your physical meat is your physical meat. And unless you are all the way up in 7, 8 dimensional consciousness, you cannot dissipate your cellular structure to go, boom, gone, not here anymore. So I find that interesting how people are really demonstrating their ache to be important and grow their following instead of actually changing the world. But you do you, boo. So there's that. It just irks me. I just find it annoying because I think humanity really would do well to learn how to change this energy and use this energy instead of being told bullshit lies. Also, the Palladian, anyone who channels Palladian, really unpopular opinion. They have their own agenda. They're not high vibe. They have an agenda. So they're going to let channel through you literally what their agenda is. And then you're going to go and you're going to fear inundate the population and keep them in low vibes so that nothing actually ascends and get captivated by all the conspiracy theories that are out there and all the rabbit holes that are available for us. And then just keep wallowing in the same cycle of not actually creating change for yourself or humanity. My goal, change your fucking life so you can change the fucking world. So there's that. And the solar flares are part of that structure. They're part of that plan. So our electromagnetic fields, including Gaia's electromagnetic field, is being shifted. It's being higher vibrations coming down. What's going to happen? What's going to happen if you blow a hair dryer on a block of ice? Okay. Turn it up, turn the heat up, put it on a block of ice. What's going to happen? The ice is going to begin to change. That's what's happening. It's a higher vibration that's moving through us. Is there going to be a shit-tacular experience that we kind of go through. Probably, probably required though. So there's that. But there's nothing to fear. This is all part of a divine orchestrated plan that we are participating in actively, knowingly or unknowingly. So Gaia is here and she is anchored into fifth dimensional consciousness, which is the beginning, the onset of unity. And all the bullshit, creepy ass little creatures climbing all over her, us, are like, no, let's continue to fight. Let's fight about everything. Let's fight about our land. Let's fight about the medical system. Let's fight about everything. Let's just have an opinion and put it all over the place. And then your opinion's wrong and mine's right. And well, no, and keep it going. So, with the solar flare energy that's coming in, it's a higher vibration and it's triggering the stupid, to put it lightly. It's triggering the dumb. It's triggering the I'm right, you're wrong within everything that is on this planet. And our electromagnetic fields are equally being impacted the way Gaia's is being impacted. And so we're feeling a shakeup. You're seeing transition happening. You're seeing release happening. How does Gaia release? We cry, right? We get angry, right? Weird. Wouldn't Gaia? Because is it not a living creature? So she's having her little outbursts and her releases, which can look like earthquake, it can look like storms, it can look like tornado activity, it can look like volcanic activity, it can look like a whole lot of things. But she's shifting and we are following along. We are just very, right? The amount of fear mongering is ridiculous. I know it's so dumb. It makes me, anyways, I just want to like, right in the forehead, just flick you in the forehead so that you're like, what? And then be like, evaluate your damn self. But that's also what we know. 4D is still fear-based. 5D is not fear-based. It is not fear-based. I do not desire, and my intention will never be to come here and make you fear an outcome of something. Instead, I'll be like, hey, this is how you ride the wave. Let's go. Whereas there's so many out there being like, oh, the dark night of the soul is so challenging, and being an empath is the worst thing ever. I can't possibly go in public without crystals in my bra and my pockets and, a crystal cock ring on my thing. And here I go, and everything's going to be great because I can do it because I'm an empath, but it's hard. It's like, stop. Like, no, you're like still 4D, baby. If you're being drained as an empath, you're 4D. And that's not wrong. There's nothing wrong with being 4D. It's really exciting and it's really fun, but it's mildly toxic. It's like spiritual narcissism happening all over the place. Like, oh, I'm more spiritual, and like gaslighting, spiritual gaslighting, being like, oh, that's your ego. Like, get over yourself. Like, really awesome skill set of being a narcissist, but no, thank you. So that's what's happening there. And the solar flares are triggering that within people. It is triggering your biggest, deepest fears. It is shaking you up, like shaking you up. And it's making the opportunity is an opportunity. When you are shook, you're going to be like, oh, what am I creating? If you function the way I function, you'll be like, oh, what is going on within me that's making that outcome? And then you look at yourself and you evaluate your fucking self. And then you're like, oh my God, I have this. Oh, and then you go and you heal it. And then your whole reality changes instantly, by the way. Like, done, over, moving on. It's just breaking the habit of going into that old default and moving into the new one. Whereas humanity has been conditioned and to be low vibe, to be fear based. Like, we're survival based creatures. And the whole point of your ascension process, it's not about being spiritual. If you want to call it that, be that. But it's about moving into thriving mentality and being the co creator of your experience with your ego and your consciousness, your isness, merging and creating everything that it desires to experience. Because if you are God, so you know how people are like, oh, we're God, like God is within us. Do you think God came down here to be a sappy asshole piece of shit? Do you think that God chose to land in your body so that it could sit there and suffer for the rest of its life? Did God be like, oh, yeah, this is what I want to do? I just want everything to be miserable and hard and want to give up on life and just eat chips and sit on the couch and do nothing and blame the world for my. No, I don't think that's what God would want. I don't believe in God, but there's that. The universe, okay? You all know. I hear all 4D be like, I'm the universe. You think the universe was like, it'd be awesome? Yeah, I would love to harm myself with toxic food. And I would love nothing more than to endure narcissistic relationships and self sabotage. And I would love to get in this meat suit and look in the mirror and go, "You're not enough. That's going to be the best joyride ever. Let's go, guys." Like, no. It was like, what can I do? What can I do? What can I create? I'm this lofty, let's just play for a minute. What if the universe is this lofty, flowing vibration, this matrix of beautiful energy, and it's going into these meat suits? It's like, I'm going to create this meat suit and I'm going to get it on and I'm going to put it on. I'm going to be like, whoa, this is really cool. What about it wanted to create the physical reality? It wanted to experience a physical reality. So I'm pretty confident it was like, let's have all the good stuff. We have taste buds. Let's have some Prosecco. I don't know. What's your thing? We have that thing is magic. That thing is magic. There is no better euphoric feeling than that. I'm pretty sure it didn't come here to ignore that. There is food, there is love, there is touch, there is nurturing, there's passion, there's excitable, there's comedy, there's laughter, there's tears, there's growth. Very confident. If we want to look at it as the universe getting in your body, that's what it came here for. It didn't come here to be all up in social media being like, you should be very afraid. Here's another conspiracy that I downloaded from the Pleiadians, and they said that we should fight the man. I don't think it came here to go into division, to go into hating its own damn self, because we are each other. Very confident, actually, that it did not come here to hate its own reflection through everything else that it is. It came here to thrive. So if you could just get that through your head and navigate this energy and this orchestrated, beautiful vibration that's happening for you to thrive, and look at every opportunity, every challenge as an opportunity, every ascension symptom, leveling up. You're fucking leveling up. Otherwise, you wouldn't have it. Your body's becoming a higher vibration, and the old low vibration that was normal, but now it's not normal. So you're like, wow, my body's really feeling something weird. Like, this is odd, because you've leveled up. Not because poor me. You're an empath. You can feel everything in everyone. I sure can. Everything, to the point of like, I know what you ate because it's in my mouth. I can feel it in my mouth. I know your vibration. I know the way you're thinking. I know where it all is in your body. That is an incredible fucking honor that I can resonate with you, that I get to experience all of you. It's amazing. It doesn't drain me. I didn't come here to play a pity party of like, oh, it's so taxing. Like, oh my God, they had spearmint gum and I don't experiment. Like, we didn't do that. That's not why we're here. Everything is an opportunity, is a gift for you to enjoy your human experience. And if you want to put your whole fucking focus on how hard it is and point fingers at everything around you and be like, poor me, I cannot do this. I don't want to do this, which I used to do. I understand I was there for a really long time. But when you make the flip, you have choice. It is a fucking choice. And July's energy, yeah. They're doing a whole lot of things. So we have choice to evolve, to level up, to create our desired reality. That is why you are here. So July, it's going to shake you up. It's going to shake you up. It's going to ascend you if you look at it like that and you capitalize on it like that. But if you go into your pity party, you're going to hate it. You're really going to hate it. And media and the people who are channeling low vibrational creatures and trying to be, they're really just trying to be special. They're like, oh my God, I channel. The Pleiadians talk to me. They talk to all of us, fucker. Like, we all can channel. Everybody it can channel. We're probably all starseeds, just so you know, but that's a whole other thing. So the ache to be important, it's so gross. We all do it. It's so gross. But that's what you're going to see. See a whole lot of that. And when they're not feeling important, they're going to throw a little hissy fit and they're going to get really pouty and they're going to get into their comment section and people are going to be like, oh, da, 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 da. And they're going to be like, how dare you? And they're going to be like, no, this is it. And how? And we're going to see a whole lot of that fuckery happen. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. And I'm gonna sit back with my popcorn and be like, oh, keep going. I'm gonna be in my comments being like, thank you for adding to my algorithm. You're good. That's all I'm gonna be doing. I'm going to be creating my fucking life. I'm going to be creating all of my desires coming at me because the energy is open for that. We're going to get shook. This is what it's going to look like. So I wish I brought a prop. I need to start bringing props besides the devil horns that I wore the other week. So it's going to look like if you are a jar of beautiful crystal clean water, which is all of the universal flow that you are going to be some mud in the bottom. And those are the limiting beliefs. Those are the things that are holding you back. Okay. That's the, I need to be important. I'm not validated. I'm not seen. I'm not heard. I'm not safe. I'm not worthy. Life is hard. Money is hard. Blah, 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 blah. A little bit of mud in the bottom of that jar. We're going to put that lid on real tight. And July is going to shake the jar. Like, full ass in like those things where you put paint in the paint mixer and it's like, gah, 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 gah. It's going to be that. And so all of that mud is going to be like, and most people are going to be like, oh my God, it's so muddy. The rest of us are going to be like, cool. Now it's easier to sift out or pour more clean water. And you've seen 100, like people are still doing the same fucking trend where they're like, this is what spiritual awakening is. And there's 3 glasses and there's blue water, orange water, yellow water. And they just keep pouring clear water till the glass overflows until it's all clear glass. Like, genius. Please do it again. And then someone else sees it and it's like, oh my God, I'm gonna do my own version of that. And I'm gonna be like, this is, and then they get on there and they do it and like, oh my God, you're so genius. Like, oh, why didn't anybody else think of that? Like, stop. Because they want to be important. So we're going to see a whole lot of that. We're just going to sift our mugs. We're just going to sift the shit out. I'll just be like, flicking it out. Like, I don't fucking care. Like a bird in a bird bath. I got no business what's actually in that water. I'm just playing. So that's what I want for you. Thank you. Am I a bit sunburnt or is the heat of channeling? This is my fucking color, Ray. I'm sorry that I'm not totally white. This is actually just my color. Yes, I'm a little bit darker because it's summer, but my color is this color. I have a natural red undertone in my skin because of the mixed breed that I am. So not sunburnt, but thank you. And I'm not having a hot flash either. You would know because my ears would be bright red. They go red and I get like really sweaty when I'm having a hot flash. I'm actually freezing cold right now. My hands are like ice. But that's that. I'm just this color. So there's that. Okay. What else was I going to say? It's a fucking opportunity, July. And there is big transition available for us. There's big opportunity available for us. It is like one giant leap for man. What is that? Who fucking cares? You know what I'm saying? It's one big ass step, July, and then it's a bunch of little steps after that. So we're going to feel the rest of the year, if you use this energy properly in your favor and you don't go into this desire to be important and start doing all that shit that I just made fun of. If you actually do the work, which is, oh, ready for this? Look in the fucking mirror and evaluate yourself. So challenging. Oh my God. But if you actually do that, you will soar the rest of this year because 2024 is where it's at. We have been waiting for this. So there's that. If you go into your pity party, obviously you're just going to suck ass the rest of the year and you're going to stay in your pity party until you make a change. But as we move through it, July is a gateway of massive transformation and massive ascension. As I'm saying that, it's not going to happen to you. You can't just sit back and be like, I'm receiving. And no, you have to do the work. You're here to do the work. So don't be a lazy ass. Do the work. If you don't do the work, nothing's going to happen. You're just going to feel real shook up. Like that jar I was just talking about. So this is the fork in the road, guys. This is the fork in the road. May, June, July. I've been saying that since last year, that May, June, July of this year would be the fork in the road. So you have an opportunity, which is why my guides and all of the things were like, July is the retreat, even though I wanted margaritas every night instead. But here we are. So there's that. Am I over? What else do we talk about? Thank you, Ray. Appreciate your love. Okay. dropped a card. What do we want to do now? Some time for you. So I don't feel like an energy forecast is a thing to do because that's now free on YouTube and TikTok. So there's no point. Sunday, the first one goes up. Pay attention to it. Margaret, why not, right? We'll have margaritas during the retreat. No, because then I won't be my best self. I'll be like, it doesn't even fucking matter. Just be high vibe, and I won't actually teach. So, yeah, we'll do margaritas after the retreat. There is still some seats available for you as well. Like there's seats still open if you want to jump into that retreat. It is on July 17, 24, 31. It's on Wednesdays, the bridge days, not by surprise, which is so crazy to me. Every Wednesday is a bridge to a higher level of ascension each week in July. Like it's crazy. When I recorded the monthly forecast, I was like, no wonder this is happening. So I'm kicking the month off on July 3rd with a galactic retreat. So it's a starseed retreat. It's going to shake you up. You're going to feel a lot of things. So it's not for the weak. If you are like avoiding your emotions or don't do the galactic retreat. You won't love it. I mean, it'll change your life, but you won't love it. You'll feel way too triggered. So if you're still in that like thankful, grateful, #thankful, grateful, blast phase, do not do the galactic retreat. But if you're like really open-minded and you like hearing from aliens and you like channeling high vibrational things that are not fear-based, come on along. Can you drop the link in the price? I don't know how to do that. Go to diamondno.com. It's on there. I don't do the work. I don't know. Don't make me do your work. Go diamondno.com. It'll be there. The price of the galactic one is, it's on my board still. All right. So it's anchoring into 5D, channeled messages. There's 2 guided meditations in that one. The first one is designed to connect you into your guides really, really deeply. You're going to feel it. You'll physically feel it. It's very interesting. And then the second one, which I have not done in a really long time, I'm going to be doing some galactic healing in the second guided meditation. That's how we're going to wrap up. And as soon as that meditation's done, I'm going to be like, I love you, bye. And I'm going to click off so that you can deal with it. Because it's going to stir up a lot of things for you in a really good way and transmute it. Remember, you have to do the work following, but you'll know what to do because I'll tell you. So that one's 198 Canadian. And then the big retreat, the moving through the journey through 5th dimensional consciousness and beyond. So you will understand how to arrive in 5th dimensional consciousness and beyond and exactly where you're at and what's holding you back. It's very intimate. It's very, very intense in content, but I will teach it in the best way possible. That one is 639 for that one. So there's that. Oh, hi, Leah. They're also powerful. Yeah, they're crazy ass time frame in Hawaii. It's Eastern time. They are recorded. So Angela, if you can't make it live, you can grab the recordings. Okay. So want to play? Do we want to? This is the thing. I'm going to open it up. And as soon as I show this, a whole bunch of wannabe psychics get in the comments and inundate you. I will go and delete them afterwards, or we can just enjoy our time and actually read them. But do we want to open up into some questions or some unfolding? I'll sit here and see what comes up. And if you don't mind me being a little spicy to you and handing you your ass, I'm here for it. We can do that. So let's spend a little bit of time playing with that. So we'll see what comes. I'm just going to sit here and wait for you. I know there's a delay between me talking and you seeing what I'm saying. So let's play. I love it. I will not lie to you at all. I will not tell you that anything is on its way, but I will tell you what you're capable of attracting into your life. So there's that. All right. Brandy baby. I sent you an email. Okay, let's go. Let's go for, there's 2 of you. I'm going to give it, you're going to know who you are. All right, let me really connect in. Okay, Jenny Moon, I'm definitely going to do you because you show up for me all the time. And I'm going to start with Brandy. Okay. Aw, it's like in the email I sent you, babes, Brandon, my love. Oh, we need to talk. Um, the message that they want to bring forward for you, that your consciousness, your guides want to really bring forward for you, is you're in the thaw, love. You're in the thaw. So I want you to look at it as you've been covered in ice for so long and you've done a lot of work, obviously. Okay. But when we are buried in something and that's all we've ever known, it's like, let's use this analogy. You're born and you're in a room and the door is closed and the curtains are closed and you've never been allowed to leave that room. You have no idea what's beyond that room. And this is your life. And you're like, cool. And then you start to do your healing process and you open the door. And so as you heal, you open the door and you're like, oh, holy fuck, there's a hallway. Oh my God. What? All this time? I didn't know. And so you go into the hallway and then you're like, holy shit, there's a living room and a kitchen. And you sort of take in that energy. And then you open the curtains and you're like, I literally had no idea that was there. And it's a little overwhelming. And then someone comes along and pushes you out the door and you're standing in the yard for the first time. That is what you're going through, babe. The expansiveness overwhelming you because you've already done so much healing. You're very beautifully connected. You are moving through this journey with ease. But if they just rip open the curtains and you're like, there's an outside, and they take you and catapult you into the yard and you land in the yard and the whole world is there and there's traffic and there's planes going over and there's bugs and there's grass and it's overstimulating. That's what you're moving through right now. Have faith. You have got this. The biggest message for you in order to navigate this transition that you're moving through right now is deep internal reflection on what do I desire to move into next, and then making the choice to move into that and to let go of everything that doesn't serve you, meaning the thoughts. So, but you're in a really good spot. I just didn't feel like it. So there's that for you. Okay, Jenny Moon. You're sticky. You're sticky. All right. I don't mean physically, I mean energetically. Where do I start with this, babes? You are literally like, there's low hanging fruit for you, metaphorically. It's like right here hanging. Your next gift, your next level of experience is hanging right here. And you're like, wonder where it is. Like there is something big for you right now. And you're looking in the wrong direction. And so the guidance that they're saying is very, very, very intentional focus right now. I feel like there's just a little bit of loftiness going on in like the best possible outcome, or I'm really trusting the best possible outcome. And you're learning right now how to fine tune receiving. So a lot of people call it manifesting. It's not manifesting, it's receiving. You becoming the vibrational match of your desire. You're meant to have desire. So I really desire for you to pick something physical, to pick something emotional, and to pick something experience wise. So I want you to learn to bring in physical. So is it a car? Is it a house? Is it getting flowers every day? I don't fucking know. Pick your thing and become the vibration of what receiving that thing would make you feel. And the reason you're being guided to do this is to boost your confidence in your ability to co-create. You're doing great, but this is bringing in more, level up in receiving more. So look at all the great things you have and be like, more of this. I demand more of this, and power yourself into that. There's also a little bit of, you have a real big heart. And I can see that you have a real strong desire to change the future of humanity. It's beautiful, but there's some pieces in your past that are being hidden. So you either have a little bit of suppressed memory going on, which is so common, or there's something that you're haven't truly dove into yet, which who fucking doesn't have that? But there's this little memory. So I'm just going to connect it and see if I can see specific where that is. Age 12. There's an age 12 thing that's going on for you that desires to be healed. So I would go into 12-year-old self, kind of review life there and be like, what was I taught? What was I truly believing about my worth, about being seen in the world? about receiving and how did I receive? And go in and fix that a little bit. Change it, not fix it, change it to something that actually serves you, that's going to catapult you into opening up gateways to receive more and be more seen by the world for your purpose on this planet. Divine purpose is available for you on a much deeper, fulfilling level, but this has to be transmuted in order for you to align with it and actually see it. It's like it's right there, but the glasses have fog on it. So we're just going to clean that up, and then you're going to be able to move forward with a lot more ease. There's that. Lizeth, to navigate July, so the monthly forecast is coming out free on YouTube. And the daily energy forecast will be on TikTok. So go follow both of those things. Diamond Know, TikTok is diamond.know. But look for the one that has the big following. It's like 34,000, not the 10,000 one or the 300 one or whatever, because those are scammers that are trying to I hate them, and TikTok does nothing about them. So make sure you follow the right one. Okay, there's that. Middle school. That's so crazy, Jenny. Okay, I'm going to randomly scroll. Did you like that? And see where we land. I love listening to you. Thank you. I talk a lot. Okay, I'm going to scroll again, see where there's a question. Give me what you got, Lori. You're very methodical, Lori. I can feel it. I can feel, one, stop clenching your teeth and your jaw. Stop doing that. There's way too much tension right there. Two, if you're a little bit analytical, we don't have to do that. We can let that go. We don't have to break it all down into stepping stones. Are you a crazy to-do lister? You take a break, chill the fuck out. Well, you're a little tense. In a good way. It's super adorable. You don't have to be so serious about everything, including your healing journey. You do not have to be so serious about the how and the steps involved. And you're learning a little bit to dial it back and just be what do I desire to experience? Maybe eat some more ice cream. Let's go into what the cards actually have to say. So doing it now. Yeah. Stop doing it. I feel it. Okay. Yeah. That's the card. Look, it's how busy is your mind? How busy is it? All right. So there's a couple of different things. So a really easy, strong message for you, babes. We have two operating mechanisms. We have our ego self. We have the consciousness. The consciousness is like a GPS. It will tell you the next step when this stops playing the nasty radio station that's going on. So your notebooks everywhere. Of course you do. So the big direction for you is shut the fuck up, so that this GPS can be turn left. You're not hearing it right now. And that's the big piece for you to work on right now, is how do we empty the mind so that we can hear that GPS system, so that we can continue to navigate on. So you need to be rooted, babe. And it's all in there. It's all there for you. You do not have to stress about it. It's so funny because these things literally are probably for a multitude of you, because we're all so connected. But I just chose a name. So Lori's getting served right now. So what you're going to do is you are going to put an alarm on your phone. You're going to do the work. Ready? Put an alarm on your phone, and it's going to go off every hour. And all it's going to say is, shut up. That's it. I just want you to stop. The GPS can't be heard through the busy mind. So when that alarm goes off, you're going to be you're going to breathe. Okay? It's as easy as this. You're just going to breathe in. There's a little gap. Breathe out. Little gap. Breathe in. Little gap. Breathe out. Little gap. You're going to pay attention to that. You're not going to hold your breath. You're just going to pay attention to the gap. Every single hour, you're going to train your mind to empty out so that the GPS can be heard. That's step one. And you're going to continue to do that until you're not thinking about the gap, but you're just the observer of the gap. When you are the observer of the gap, the principle of inspired action, the GPS will go, turn left. And you'll be oh, you know what I should do? And then you're going to do it. And you're just going to follow that GPS system. So that's what you want to do. That's how you're going to get back to that. I know, Michelle, I am so excited for what's coming up. June, I was I didn't want to. Well, it's not that I didn't want to. I just, It wasn't fun. There was moments, but overall I was like lesson after lesson after lesson after lesson. And I was like, I would like a margarita, like honestly. And July is just going to be wildly transformative. So I'm so stoked. Okay. What else? Let's spicy seasoning coming up, Vanessa. I've been avoiding something no matter how much work I do. I'm not connecting. Would love some of your spicy seasoning. Well, let's start with I'm not connecting. Of course, you're not connecting because you're telling yourself you're not connecting. You're always connected. And there is the principle of rhythm, which hit a lot of us really hard. The principle of rhythm means you will level up like a coiled spring, like this motherfucker thing right here. You have to have a little down to go to the next step, and then it's a little down, and then it's a little up, and then it's a little down, and then it's a little up. And this for everybody. That's how energy works, ebb and flow, right? So when we hit that down, the majority of humanity will be like, boom, don't do that. You're just about to level up. And if you put your focus on I'm about to level up, you will level up. It's inevitable. You will get there. You're always connected. The other piece of this for you is when we are expanding universal wisdom, everything is energy. We are energetic beings. Thought is energy. Change is energy. Everything is energy, and every energy vibrates. Okay. It's all frequency, it's all vibration. And so here the stuff is moving through you, right? So you're having an attunement, right? You're ascending. You're like, and you're having a sentence, and you're like, fuck me, I'm ascending. This is amazing. And then you're just gonna shut up and you're gonna sit with it. The meat in your body has to match the vibration in order for everything to work in sync. So it's like putting hot water into a cold cup, and the cold cup's like, ooh, I might crack. That's really hot water. I might crack here. Not feeling the greatest. This certainly isn't my match. I'm not connected. This is odd. It just takes a little bit of time, and that cup warms up, and then it's like, oh, look at us in union. That's amazing. That's what's going on with you. So it's a pause. You are connected. If you tell the story that you're not connected, one of my soul brothers, who I love so fucking much, Ricky, I'm going to pick on you. Ricky and I have this amazing series on Rumble, a debunking series. And then he blew my fucking mind the other day where I was like, oh, and I haven't stopped thinking about it. Anyways, Ricky, the man that I love so much that is a brother from another life, used to say this all the time. He's like, my gifts aren't coming in. I'm not connected. And he was blocking them by saying, I'm not connected. And the moment that he let that go, motherfucker's on fire. So there's that. You're welcome. Okay. I'm curious to know what you sense from me. As May and June, I've had some serious triggering months for my journey. However, as a Leo sun and a Virgo moon and rising, I best buckle the fuck up. Also, thank you for sharing your wisdom, knowledge, and experience. You're welcome, Jojo. I don't. Can I be spicy? Okay. I'm a Leo rising, so I get the whole like, rah. But I don't think that has any impact on what information I'm going to offer you. So let me find a way to put this as nicely and lovingly and spicy as I can. I'm just going to go to the cards for a second because I feel like I love you. So I'm just going to I'm just going to say it. You don't. 4 cards. Awesome sauce. Okay. Yeah, I can deliver this now. Just took me a second. This is going to be helpful for a few people. Said with love. Okay. I'm going to show you the cards so that way I can help you understand why I'm seeing it like this so that I'm just totally going to spice you up. Can you? Of course, I'm a Leo rising. I know I so am. It's ridiculous, but it's fine. Okay. So there is a little bit of an ache to be important going on, my love. And I'm not saying that you're like those 40 fluffy blah, 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 blah things. But you are Joey Moonchild. You Leo rising, like there. I'm struggling. I'll just show you the card. Okay. So this is the card. All right. So this is how I'm seeing you right now, my love. And we're just gonna tweak a few little things here. So see this little warrior thing in the background, like rah, and there's all this overflow happening, which is what you've just gone through, right? So all this overwhelm, this emotion, these triggers, these things that have been happening for you, and there's this like rah thing in the background, and that's you being like, see me. You have a deep ache to be seen, my love. And it's kind of projecting in a 4D kind of way. So we're going to dial back the 4D a little bit, and we're just going to connect into inner child, and we're going to connect into your reflection in the mirror. And we're going to start with, look, the next card is nurturing yourself for transformation. So the transformation wants to take place, but this ache to be seen, because you probably weren't seen and you probably weren't nurtured as a child. And I don't know what happened to you, but I can feel that there is some lack going on from all of the shit you have been through, and that wants to be transformed. What does that child within you from however many years ago, because I have no idea how old you are, what is 4-year-old you sitting there? I can see 4-year-old you sitting on a staircase in a hallway. So it's a dark hallway. It's like the walls are really high. It's not like a banister hallway. It's like stairs that go up in a hall. And you're sitting on the stairs and you're 4 and you're in your little pants and you're sitting there and you've got your hands on your lap and you are so afraid to say, can I have a hug? You are so afraid. Your heart is aching. Your heart is like, somebody tell me I'm okay. There's a big thing that sort of was floating through your world that shook you too much, and nobody explained it to you, and nobody helped you move through it, and nobody nurtured you through it, is what I'm feeling. So that would create an outcome of, how do I be seen, and how do I be seen for who I am? How do I be recognized? I just went through this myself. How do I be recognized for my heart, for who I am, for how I see the world and how I live the world and the things I want to bring for the world? But it's in the shadows. So you got to go in the shadows. You got to go into that dark spot, into that dark hallway with that babe, and pick them up, hold them, love them. That is going to open up so many things for you. So many things for you. You also have a past life as like a Viking warrior. Night terror is a lion in my garage. Oof. So you got some, this is way deep, but you have some past life stuff where parallel life, past life, same thing, where you've been captured. So it's like there's a whole group of like Viking like energy, Viking like ship, and you're a little boy in this life. You're like 12, 13, and your village was completely taken over, and you were wrist tied with rope, put on a boat to be sold, stolen. You watched your family die, you watched all kinds of things. So that energy in that parallel life is moving into this life when you were younger, and it's bringing forward a lot of fear of unsustainability, fear of safety, fear of, and then I can feel some shit that really happened. And so the night terrors are triggered off, that your subconscious going through internal terror. So there's some deep, deep, deep healing. It's pretty traumatic though. I can feel it. So we're just going to be Shelly. Yeah. Okay. See, this ends up for a lot of different people, but um, you're already important. You always were. You are amazing. You have an incredible heart. I can feel you. I can feel your heart. I can feel your intentions. You are a phenomenal human. Go look in the mirror, look in your own eyes, hold that gaze, hold it, look deep, deep, deep in your eyes, and convince yourself of what I feel, what I see. That's what needs to happen. You're going to have everything shift from there. You are phenomenal. You do not need to be seen by the world, because the ache of being seen, this is for everybody, the ache of being seen is going to create more ache. Universal flow understands focus, not choice. So if we're sitting here and we're aching to be seen, as we all are, guys, I know, I get it. I just went through a massive memory thing of feeling so unrecognized for who I was, and so judged and abused for it, because my parents were fucking awesome sauce. And I had this massive thing move through me. And we all ache for nurturing. We all ache to be seen. And we are all so worthy of it. Like we are. Okay. Except for like, some of the fucking, we're all so worthy of it. But we have to give it to ourselves first. I spent yesterday with my 15-year-old self, holding her, loving her, wrapping her in a blanket, and having no expectation from her except for her to feel what she was feeling and express what she was feeling. And that girl was devastated, exhausted, wore out from her journey at 15. She felt completely invisible and unrecognized. She felt completely unsupported. And a lot of us, including you, JoJo, have that same thing that's moving through you right now. And it's the time to shift that. And the only way you're going to do that is by going into that. So you can do that with your reflection. You can do that with a picture. You can do that in a meditation. You can do it just by closing your eyes and feeling that person, that version of you. And you're going to love them and you're going to ask them, what do you need? And when I asked her, all she said was rest. So that's what I did last night. I wrapped her in a blanket. We got snacky snacks and we got pillows and blankets and the animals. And we sat on the couch and we watched a rom-com movie because that's what she needed. She just needed to be in rest. So figure out, what does that version of you require, and demonstrate that for them until you feel the relief happen. That's what's going to shift everything for you. So that's where you're at. Oh, so much fear of failure. You don't have a fear of failure. We think we do. We have a fear of being seen, a fear of being judged. Because if we fail, if being a human is failure after failure after failure after failure after failure. Learning to walk as a child is failure after failure after failure. It is our experience. It is our experience to discover what not to do in order to discover what to do. It is our experience, the principle of polarity, to have the contrast, the gross, the ick, to discover, oh, what does humanity need to heal? Cool beans, all mess, right? Awesome. Now I'll share that with the world. And then we all ascend and evolve together. It is our experience to blaze a path in the energetic jungle that we are in with a fucking machete and do the work and be like, you don't have to do it that way. Blazing a fucking trail. I light a fucking cigarette and then I'm like, hey, yo, don't step over there. That's where the snakes are. Like, just follow along here. If you want to, you can get a machete and help make it wider for the next person. That's my role. That's your role. It's not fear of failure. It's fear of being seen and being judged. That's what it is. We don't have a fear of failure. We don't have a fear of success. We have a fear of being seen wrong. We have a fear of being judged wrong. We have a fear of not being seen for what we actually are, AKA feeling invisible, feeling completely lost, feeling like you don't get me. But we're all here together. We all get each other. We're all here. So there's that. All right. I'm going to cut out because I have a call. One of my Australia clients. So I'm going to go jump on that. They get up damn early for me. And then I get up damn early for some of them too. But anyways, I love you all tremendously. July is such an incredible opportunity. Please use the energy the right way. Please, I'm going to ask for a huge favor. I want to change the world. You guys know this. Can you help me? Will you follow along, subscribe on YouTube and TikTok for me, and help me grow those two platforms so that we can bring out more loving guidance for whoever else is available for that. And thanks for seeing me. Care Bear stares right back at you, babes. I would really appreciate the support. We all go through, when we're having our jar shook up that I talked about, we're going to go through these moments where we question and we're going to be like, am I making a difference? And so your comments, your likes, your shares, you following along and subscribing and help me grow these platforms is my confirmation. So I love you. Thank you. Please support each other the way you are in the comments. Go be the light you are in the world. It's phenomenal. You guys are all amazing. You feel like my family. Every Thursday, this family just keeps growing a little bit, and I love it. So thank you for being a part of this together with me. And until I see you next time, go look in the mirror and find a million reasons to say thank you. I love you. And I'll see ya when I see ya, hopefully at the retreat in July. All right.